Welcome back to Le Podcast de Philippe. Today we're going to be diving into the world of AI music generators. We've got some insights from ChatGPT and Perplexity on the best tools out there. So, we're going to explore those.
Oh, yeah.
And how these tools are changing what it means to make music.
Yeah, it's pretty wild how
Yeah.
technology is kind of blurring the lines between a creator and a consumer.
Absolutely.
Tools like these, they're really empowering anyone to express themselves musically regardless of their background
Right.
or skill level even.
Yeah, and both of our AI sources pointed to Mubert, SoundDraw, and Boomi as some key players in this space. Let's start there.
Sure.
Mubert seems to be focused on providing royalty-free music on demand.
Yes, and that's huge for content creators, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're a YouTuber or a podcaster, game developer,
Right.
finding the right music can be a real pain.
Yeah.
Mubert simplifies that process, letting you generate custom tracks based on specific moods or genres.
So SoundDraw also offers customization, but takes a slightly different approach.
Okay.
It seems to be more about tweaking existing tracks,
Okay.
giving you control over elements like instrumentation and tempo.
Yeah, almost like having an AI remix artist, right?
All right.
At your disposal.
Exactly.
You can take a pre-existing song and tailor it
Yeah.
to fit your needs without having to learn complex music production software.
Right. Then there's Boomi, which really leans into the idea of democratizing music creation.
Yeah.
Not only can you generate original songs,
Okay.
but Boomi even allows you to potentially earn royalties from your creations.
Oh, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where anyone can become a successful musician,
Right.
even without years of training or expensive equipment,
Yeah.
It's exciting,
Yeah.
but it also kind of raises some questions about the future of the music industry and
Right.
the role of human composers.
Definitely. And speaking of tools that challenge traditional music creation, ChatGPT highlighted Udio, which is being dubbed the ChatGPT of music.
Really?
You can just describe what you want to hear,
Wow.
and the AI will compose it for you.
So, the technology behind that must be really complex.
Yeah.
Training AI models on huge amounts of music data
Right.
to understand and replicate those musical patterns and styles.
Yeah, Udio in particular was developed by ex-Google DeepMind researchers.
Oh, wow.
So it's got, some serious AI pedigree.
Very cool.
Now, Perplexity offered a different perspective, focusing on tools from major tech companies like Google and Meta. They highlighted MusicGen and MusicLM, both of which utilize text-to-music generation.
So it's interesting how different those approaches are. MusicGen focuses on generating those short clips,
Yeah.
while MusicLM can create longer, more complex pieces.
Right, and MusicLM boasts an impressive 24 kilohertz quality,
Oh, wow.
which rivals professionally produced tracks.
Okay.
So that's a significant leap forward in terms of the quality.
Totally.
For sure.
Of AI-generated music.
That's pretty cool.
So essentially, you could type in, create a melancholic jazz piece with a solo saxophone.
Yeah.
And these tools would attempt to translate your words into music. It almost feels like science fiction.
It really does.
Yeah.
It's a reminder of how quickly AI is evolving
Yeah.
and how these tools are just the tip of the iceberg, right?
Right.
Who knows what AI will be able to create in the years to come.
This is already so much to take in.
Yeah.
And we haven't even touched on the tools that Perplexity listed under other notable tools, or even explored AI's unique approach to manipulating existing music.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes this whole deep dive so exciting.
Yeah.
There's this whole world of AI-powered music tools out there, each with their own strengths and limitations.
Right.
We've only just begun to explore what they can do and how they might reshape, the creative landscape.
Absolutely.
It's pretty wild. It really feels like AI is giving us this whole new set of instruments to play with, both literally and figuratively, right?
Yeah, totally.
Speaking of playing with existing music, Perplexity also mentioned LLL AI, which uses AI to separate vocals and instrumentals.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a different approach from generating new music,
Yeah,
but it's equally powerful, I think.
totally.
Imagine being able to isolate individual tracks from your favorite songs, whether it's to create a karaoke version or to sample a specific drum beat
Yeah.
for your own composition.
It opens up so many possibilities for remixing and reinterpreting music,
It does.
And it's a great example of how AI can be used not just for creation, but also for analysis and manipulation
Exactly. LA, AI demonstrates that the impact of AI goes beyond, just composing new melodies. It's changing how we interact with and understand music at a fundamental level.
Yeah. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
We've talked about tools that can generate original music in various styles, tools that let you customize existing tracks, and even tools that can, like, deconstruct music into its component parts.
It's clear that AI is already having a pretty profound impact on the way we create, consume, and experience music. But where do we go from here?
Right.
What does the future hold for AI and music?
That's the big question, isn't it? One thing that really strikes me is the potential for AI to personalize music experiences.
Okay.
Imagine a world where your streaming service, knows your mood and your activity level, and it curates a soundtrack that's specifically designed to enhance your day.
That's a fascinating thought. It's almost like having a personal AI DJ, right?
Exactly.
Who understands your musical tastes and preferences. And it's not just about personalization. AI could also help us break through creative blocks,
Yes, sure.
and unlock new ideas. Absolutely. Imagine having an AI partner that can help you brainstorm melodies or suggest chord progressions or even generate entire song structures.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it could revolutionize, the songwriting process and empower even those with, limited musical training to express themselves creatively.
This brings us back to that central question we posed earlier. Right?
Yeah.
How is AI redefining what it means to be a musician?
Mm-hmm.
Are these tools collaborators or competitors? Are they democratizing music creation or devaluing the role of human composers? These are really complex questions with no easy answers.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember that technology in itself is neutral, right?
Yeah.
It's how we choose to use it that determines its impact.
Yeah.
AI can be a powerful tool for both good and bad, and it's our responsibility to ensure that we're using it ethically and responsibly. In the context of music, that means being mindful of the potential impact on human musicians and ensuring that AI is used to augment, not replace human creativity.
So how do we strike that balance?
Right.
How do we harness the power of AI while still valuing the unique contributions of human artists? It's a conversation that needs to happen across the music industry, involving musicians, technologists, and music lovers alike.
Yeah, it's a conversation worth having.
Absolutely.
The music landscape is evolving rapidly, and it's important to stay informed and engaged. We need to explore the possibilities and the challenges presented by AI while ensuring that music remains a vibrant and expressive art form.
Well said. I think that's a great point to transition into Perplexity's last few AI music tool suggestions.
Okay.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Great. Let's dive into a few more of Perplexity's recommendations, starting with TuneFlow, which Perplexity described as a full AI-powered production suite.
That sounds impressive.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean?
From what I understand, TuneFlow provides a comprehensive set of tools for music production, all powered by AI. Imagine having access to a virtual recording studio, complete with AI-powered mixing, mastering, and even songwriting assistance.
So TuneFlow aims to streamline the entire music creation process from start to finish.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be huge for, independent musicians and producers who don't have access to those expensive studios or professional engineers.
Right, exactly.
That's amazing.
And Perplexity also highlighted Refusion, which focuses on creating custom songs based on specific themes.
Okay.
So let's say you're creating a video game.
Yeah.
And you need a soundtrack that evokes a sense of adventure or mystery. Refusion could potentially generate a unique song that fits that specific mood and theme.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
It reminds us that AI music generation isn't just about replacing human composers. It's about providing new tools and possibilities for creative expression. In a way, it's like expanding the musician's toolkit.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
It really captures the essence of what's happening here. It's not about man versus machine, but rather man with machine. We're entering an era where AI is becoming an integral part like the creative process.
Yeah, it's an exciting time to
Yeah.
be involved in music, both as creators and as listeners.
For sure.
I think we're on the cusp of a new era of musical innovation, and it's fascinating to see how AI is shaping that future.
I completely agree.
Yes.
And for those of you listening, we encourage you to check out some of these AI music tools for yourselves, even if you've never considered yourself musical. You might be surprised at what you can create with the help of AI.
That's right. Don't be afraid to experiment, play around with the different tools and see what sparks your creativity. You might discover hidden talents or develop a newfound appreciation for the power of AI in music.
Well said. It's about embracing the possibilities and seeing where this technology can take us.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll be listening to chart-topping hits composed entirely by AI.
Yeah.
Or perhaps even collaborating with AI partners to create music that transcends the boundaries of human imagination.
That's a thought-provoking idea.
Yeah.
It speaks to the boundless potential of this technology. As AI continues to evolve, so too will the music we create and experience.
It's a journey we're all on together. And with that, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI music generators. But before we do, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought.
Oh, please, do share.
As you explore the world of AI-generated music, I encourage you to ask yourself, what does it mean to be a musician in the age of artificial intelligence?
That's a profound question, and one that I hope will spark further discussion and exploration.
The answers may not be easy to find, but the journey itself will undoubtedly be fascinating.
And remember, music is a language that transcends words.
Absolutely.
Whether it's created by humans or by AI, it has the power to move us, inspire us, and connect us in profound ways.
Beautifully said. And on that note, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI music generators.
We hope you've enjoyed exploring this fascinating topic with us.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
Don't forget to subscribe to Le Podcast de Philippe on YouTube.
Please do, for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating topics.
Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep your minds open to the infinite possibilities that lie ahead.
It feels like we've only just scratched the surface of what's possible with AI and music.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so exciting. You know, it's not just about replacing instruments or composing methods. It's about expanding the definition of what music even is.
What do you mean by that?
Well, think about it. For centuries, music has been limited by human physical capabilities and the constraints of traditional instruments. But AI has the potential to break free from those limitations, create sounds and rhythms that are impossible for humans to produce.
Oh, wow.
Opening up entirely new sonic landscapes for us to explore.
So you're saying AI could help us create music that we haven't even imagined yet?
Exactly. It's like giving composers a palette of infinite colors.
Right.
We're already seeing glimpses of this with tools that can generate soundscapes based on abstract concepts or emotions.
That's mind-blowing. It makes me wonder what kind of impact this will have on different genres of music. Will we see entirely new genres emerge? Born from this fusion of human creativity and AI capabilities.
It's certainly possible. And I think it's important to remember this evolution won't happen overnight. It'll be a gradual process of experimentation and collaboration as musicians and AI developers learn to work together.
That collaboration is key, isn't it?
It is.
It's not about choosing sides, but about finding ways to integrate AI into the creative process in a way that enhances and expands human expression.
I agree. Ultimately, the future of music will be shaped by how we choose to embrace these new tools and technologies.
And that brings us back to our listeners. We've given you a lot to think about today.
We have.
But we also want to challenge you to take action. Don't just be passive observers of this technological revolution.
Yeah.
Be active participants.
Exactly. Explore these AI music tools. Experiment.
Yeah.
Play around, you know.
Totally.
You might be surprised at what you discover, not just about the technology itself, but also about your own creative potential.
And who knows, maybe you'll be the one
Yeah.
to create the next groundbreaking musical innovation.
That would be amazing. We can't wait to see what the future holds.
And on that note, we'd like to thank you all for joining us
Thanks.
on this deep dive into the world of AI music generators.
We hope you've enjoyed the journey.
We have.
As much as we have.
Don't forget to subscribe to Le Podcast de Philippe.
Please do.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
For more deep dives into the world's most fascinating topics.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and keep the music playing.